Hi, I'm Kelsey with the Soul Collective, and welcome to your class to break free. So this class was inspired by July's Heart Center, and the theme was I am breaking free from myself. And what you can think of I am breaking free from myself is limiting thoughts, beliefs, holding yourself back, negative moods, negative self-talk, anything you can think of that you just need to break free from. So we're focusing on, we're going to do big movements. We'll be just kind of tapping into joy, right? We're going to try to switch our mindset and switch all of our negative things and all of our bad habits and be positive and try to uplift our mood. So you don't need any prompts for today other than what you usually use, what you enjoy using in your practice. So with that being said, you can grab your things and step on the mat. So we'll be starting fairly quickly today. So we're going to warm up really quick, go through it really quick so it can be just a quick mood boosting practice, okay? We're going to start on our backs. And just for now, bring your feet as wide as your mat and let your knees knock in. And if that doesn't work for you, you can just keep them hip width distance. Just pause here, and I want you to put one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And I want you to feel into your breath. Feel your belly rise, your belly and your chest rise, and fall with the exhale. Rising with the inhale, falling with the exhale. And just taking a moment here to come to our practice, to come to our mats. Just let everything fall away for now. Keeping our minds just right here within the four corners of this mat. Take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and open your eyes. And you can bring your feet to hip width distance this time. And I want you to bring your legs up with your knees at a 90-degree angle here. And then I want you to start to take your right foot, right heel, and just tap it down to the ground. And here we're engaging our core, really engaging it. So you're sucking your belly button down to the spine. Your lower back is on the floor. Staying on the floor and just slowly tapping, waking up those core muscles. And if this gets too much for you, you can just stop and hover your legs and hold them and squeeze your abdominal muscles, or you can just have your feet down on the mat and still just squeezing those abdominal muscles. So we'll do a few more rounds here. Making sure you're breathing. Maybe you start to tap a little further out. Challenge yourself. Binks wants to do yoga, I guess. Okay, so from here you're going to hold it in and stop tapping. You're going to rock up into a boat pose, and then you're just going to rock over to the right, come back down. Rock up, rock to the left, center, back down, moving at your own pace. So if this takes you longer than it does me, then that's totally fine. Just take your time, making sure that everything is engaged when you rock up and back. We'll go through one more round each side. Binks, I'm gonna smash you, buddy. To the left, and then come back down. And then just hug your knees in. And then just rock forward and back. And then make your way up to a tabletop position. Coming into your cat-cow. So we're in a tabletop. Shoulders are over wrists. And your knees are beneath your hips. Your inhale to pull the chest through and drop the belly. Exhale, rounding the spine, dropping the head and neck. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And if there's any other variations of this pose that you want to do, go for it. 2 more rounds. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Okay, curl your toes and shift your hips back and high for downward facing dog. Taking a few moments here to pedal out the legs. And find stillness if you need to. Do what you need to do. Do what makes you happy today. Inhale, exhale. And at the bottom of your exhale, gaze forward and step between your hands and forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Come all the way up. Hands go up and down through heart center. Samasthiti, mountain pose. Pausing here. Noticing our limiting beliefs, our negative thoughts. What is it that you need to break free from? Using this practice to just come back to your center, find yourself, come back to joy. Inhale, arms go up and high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hand, step the right foot back, lower your knee down for your low lunge, rising up. Taking a moment here. If you need to come back and forth, waking up those hips. Inhale. Exhale to plant the hands. Take your right foot and start to pivot it off the mat as your left leg comes back, coming into a modified side plank. Arm can go up. Your top left leg can be tapping onto the ground, or it can be up in the air. Breathing here. Inhale. Exhale, swing your left leg back around, your right leg back onto the mat, taking your time because it is a little tricky. Take your right hand into the inside of your left foot and do a revolved low lunge. Planting the hands, curling the back toes under and stepping up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back, lowering down to a low lunge, rising up. Arms can be wherever you please. Using this practice, making it your own to feel good. Inhale. Exhale to plant the hands. Start to pivot the left foot off the mat as you're swinging the left foot back and rising up into a modified side plank. Again, right leg can be tapping or into the air. Squeezing everything in. Plant the right hand, swinging back onto your mat. Right leg comes back between your hands. Left hand inside right foot and twist open. Plant the hand, curling the back toe under, stepping your right foot back to a plank pose, and you can come through a vinyasa, or you can just meet me in down dog. Whatever you're doing, if you're coming with me, you can come all the way to the belly or chaturanga. Inhale up for your cobra or up dog. Down, rising up, downward facing dog. Good job. That swinging of the leg for the side plank is a little tricky, but once you get used to it, it gets easier. One more breath here. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, round the spine, knee to nose. Plant the foot, rising up for Crescent Pose. Crescent Pose, you're in the ball of the back foot. Your front knee is at somewhat of a 90-degree angle, but never more. And here, you want to make sure that your hips are not, your pelvis isn't tipping forward, right? So we're going to, having balancing trouble in the grass today. Bending the back leg to really elongate the spine. Hands go up. Your feet are also on railroad tracks. So if you need to widen your stance a little bit, go ahead. Inhale. Exhale, pivot the back foot down, coming into heel to arch alignment. Warrior two. Bending into that front leg, really shooting down through that knife edge of that right foot. Arms out to a T, roll your shoulders onto your back, gaze out over that front hand. Warrior two, I think I've said this the past 4 times I've taught, but it's just really a badass pose. You just feel really strong, like a warrior. Breathe here. Inhale to flip the palm, hinge forward and back, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Your forearm can come to the top of your thigh, or you can have it on the inside, touching the ground. Breathing here. Inhale, reverse your warrior one more time. Windmill your hands down. Listen carefully, because you're going to lower that right knee down, swing that left leg back for your modified side plank. Exhale, come back around. Left hand plants, left leg comes back through, coming into a low lunge, rising up, making that big movement, opening that chest. Exhale, hands down. Curl the back toe under, step back, meeting me in downward facing dog or going through vinyasa, lowering down, inhaling up for your up dog or cobra, shifting back, downward facing dog. Good job. Last side. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, knee to nose round, stepping it through, rising up. Crescent Pose. Again, making sure that your pelvis is not tipping forward, bending that back knee if you need to. Inhale. Exhale to pivot the back foot, coming open to warrior two. Breathing here. Flip the front palm, hinge forward and back to reverse your warrior. Exhale. Knee to forearm or inside the leg for your side angle. Breathing here. Breaking free from yourself. If you're thinking you can't do this, stop thinking that. You can do it. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Exhale, windmill the hands down, planting the left knee, shooting the right leg back, opening up to a modified side plank. Planting the right leg comes back through between the hands, rising up, making that big, open, low lunge. Like receiving all the energy from the earth. Plant your hands, curl the back toes, step back, plank pose, and go through a vinyasa or meet me in downward facing dog. Inhale up for your heart opener. Exhale down and back, downward facing dog. Whew. Go ahead and come to your knees, and then swing your legs around and come onto your back. Bring your right foot across your left knee. Coming into figure 4 stretch. So you can stay here or you can press your knee away, staying here or threading it through. Bring it a little closer. Sometimes I like to sway back and forth a little bit here. Plant the left foot back down and you can stay here and just let everything spill over to the left, or you can cross your legs up a little higher. Let's have a little bit more of a twist and cross. Right arm goes out long and your gaze is in the opposite direction. Come back through to center, go to the opposite side, left leg crosses over right, staying here and pressing away, or hugging it in a little closer. So what do you think about right now? Are you trying to figure out what you're going to do today? You worried about something? Just see if you can come back to your breath. Plant the right leg down, staying here and letting everything spill over to the right, or crossing your legs up a little higher and then letting them spill over to the right for a little deeper supine twist. Left arm goes out long and gaze is in the direction of your arm. Coming back up through to center, uncross the legs. And I want you to bring your knees into your chest and then grab the outside of your feet with the arms on the inside of your knees and pull them down for a happy baby. If you need to rock back and forth, side to side, straighten one leg and the other, go for it. We didn't work a ton into the hips, so if you're not really open, don't worry about it. Knees into chest, give yourself one last final hug. Stretch your left leg out long, right leg out long. Arms down by your sides, palms facing up. Coming straight into Savasana, so if there's any other posture you need, go ahead and take it. Savasana is always waiting for you. Doing a quick body scan just to see if there's any other tension in our body that we're holding on to. Our feet, working up through our legs, belly, chest, hands, arms, shoulders, throat, our eyeballs. Let them nestle back into their sockets. Smoothing the creases out on your forehead. And I want you to just take a big, deep inhale breath. Pause at the top. Side out the mouth, letting all the tension go. Take Savasana. encourage you to stay here as long as you can. But if you're ready, you can start inviting deeper breaths into the body. You can start making micro movements, beginning with your fingers and your toes, circling your wrists and ankles, stretching your legs out long and your arms up overhead, stretching your body, bending your knees and planting your feet, rolling over onto one side for fetal pose, using your arm as a pillow and pausing here. Taking a moment here to thank yourself for stepping on the mat. Send yourself love and gratitude. And whenever you're ready, you can make your way to a seated position with your eyes gently closed. Whenever you're ready, you can take your arms out, up, and overhead to touch, gathering up all the energy we created today and sealing your hands down through heart center to seal your practice. May your day bring you joy, peace, and happiness. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you guys for doing this practice with me. Bink says thanks too. Just remember that life is happening for you, not to you. So you're able to create whatever life you want. And even though sometimes I know it's hard to shift out of those funky moods, it's always a possibility. I'm outside with my practice today in my yard instead of on the porch because it brings me joy to be out in the grass, connecting with the earth and grounding, looking up at the clouds. It soothes my soul a little bit. So maybe if you know something that soothes your soul, maybe do that today. Maybe go outside, maybe stand in the grass with your shoes off and do a little grounding. Do whatever it is that you need to do to bring you joy. You've taken time for yourself. Hopefully you feel in a little bit better mood. If you need anything, let me know. If you have any requests, suggestions, comments, questions, let me know. I'll leave my Instagram handle down in the link below and you can send me a message if you need me. Have a good day.